Hey everyone, Pioneergirl08 here. Hope y'all are having an amazing, fun, and safe day. So we are on, I believe it's episode 7 of the Teen and Younger Sis Let's Play series, and this is actually my second attempt of doing this because, well, not second attempt, but second playthrough, because the original one, when I set everything up to do the screen record, hit screen record, hit record, and when I stopped recording and went to play things back, it was only showing 50 seconds, and I know I played for more than 50 seconds, but anyway, so I had to quit the game without saving so that I wouldn't lose all that time and just kind of redo everything, which means that this playthrough is a little bit different than the deleted one, unfortunately, and this one didn't turn out quite as well, I don't think. I mean, I know you're only going to see this one, but I think the other one was better, and I wish it had turned out. But anyway, I'm having Leslie, I'll get my name straight, Leslie here practice making some drinks, and then I'm going to have her actually make some drinks now. I completely missed or didn't even think about the fact that on her mixology aspiration she's supposed to make 10 drinks, I think it is, and this whole time, not necessarily talk about this particular episode, but this whole time I've been having her practice making drinks, and when in reality I should have had her making drinks, not practice. She would have been a lot further in her aspiration if I had done that, which was a total miss on my part. And I also had her drink one of her drinks that she made. Drink one of the drinks she made. So, which little later on she ends up being dazed because of that. So that might have not been the wisest choice that I could have made in having her drink that. But it is what it is. Nothing really bad happens. It's just kind of funny because she was dazed a good part of the playthrough because of the drink. Although, to be honest, I originally thought that she was dazed because of fixing. I think I had her repair something, and that might have been in the other playthrough, but I had her fixing something. And so I thought that's the reason she had gotten dazed, because she was electrocuted or something. But it turns out that she was dazed from having the alcoholic drink. So yeah. So I think in a little bit, I'm not sure. I will say. Right now, Julianne is off in school right now. I do know that. Unfortunately, I cannot see, when I do the voiceover, I can't see the time. So I don't know what time it is in game. So I don't know how long we have before Julianne gets home. I think pretty soon she is going to go, she's going to go take herself a little nap. And I try to kind of either fast play through this or just kind of edit it out, unless there's something going on with another sim in the household, just because there's, nothing, watching the Sims sleep is not too exciting. There's nothing really, they're just laying there. So, but Jaden did call and ask to come over, so we were going to tell him he can come over, and we're going to wake Leslie up so that she can see her man, because we are working on their relationship, although I am trying to kind of keep things for the most part pretty kind of just slow between them. I'm not trying to rush things too terribly much, but there is a romantic interest between the two of them. So yeah, they're just kind of being a little romantic and being a little friendly and kind of slowly building up the relationship. Although I think the romantic relationship may be up higher than I had originally, and no, it's actually not bad. I was trying not to get the romantic bar up too quickly because I kind of want them to take things slow, and yeah, not rush into things too much. So yeah, so they're just gonna kind of spend some time together, and all that. So yeah. Uh, and then the other thing I do have Leslie do a little later is when Julianne gets home is we are going to try to have Julianne read to Leslie a few times so that we can get Julianne's aspiration up. But anyway, that's a little bit later on. I was trying to get Leslie and Jaden to play, and that's my husband's phone, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. So I had to take care of that real quick. I had to hang up on the call. It was an automated call. But anyway, so one of the things I do have Leslie and Jaden do is play a bit of chess. Although it did take me a minute, I kind of had to cut out parts of this because I was having trouble getting Jaden and Leslie to both sit down at the table together. For some reason, Jaden was, Leslie would sit down, but Jaden kept getting stuck. And I thought I had changed out the coffee table to get them to play, but it's yes, I'm thinking that I had gone into build and buy and changed out the coffee table, but I don't know why I did that, because it looks like here they are playing through just fine. So I don't know. I was having trouble with this. For some reason, my Sims kept getting stuck and saying that they couldn't reach things. So I kind of played around with the build and buy. At least that's my recollection. But yet, the table, my original coffee table, is still there. So yeah. So right now they're talking to each other and playing a bit of chess. And like that, and Leslie is still quite dazed from her drink, and so I think that did make her a bit on the goofy side. I'm not sure. I tell you, I will be very happy to have a regular computer that I can play on and then do my voiceovers from that computer, because it's very difficult trying to do the voiceover after the fact and trying to remember what you did during the game. And I am not good at storytelling. I mean, I know there's some people who are like really good at storytelling just based on the interactions that the Sims are doing. I am not one of those people. I am terrible at storytelling on the spot. So, yeah. So anyway, while these guys are playing chess and all, I will let you guys know of the new cast and build challenge I am working on right now on my channel. It is the color channel, the color challenge. I did my first video on Monday, and that was red, and then I will be doing my next one. Will be going up this coming Monday, and that will be orange. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a sim and then a small home for each of the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then purple. And purple is going to cover both indigo and violet, for those of you who are aware of all the colors of the rainbow, which should be most of you, I would think. But anyway, so anyway, where was I at? So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and that will be going into both the cast playlist and the build playlist. So you can find those videos in either of those two playlists, whichever ones you want to look at. They'll be there. So, and I'm doing it in pastels. So yeah, and so which kind of makes it kind of interesting, because I don't have CC in my game, and I also don't have all the packs, so I'm kind of limited to what I have available. And as if you watch the red, the red color, which is up now, it made it very interesting to try to think about what I could use to be pastel red, and I ended up using pink. And I'll let you watch the video. I don't want to give too much away, so I'll let you guys watch the video. So they finished playing, and so I have Leslie here doing some couple little romantic and flirty interactions with Jaden, just to kind of, you know, get that romance up just a little bit. And it looks like Jaden is autonomously getting to know Rainbow, our dog, a little bit. So that was kind of cool. Yeah. That was kind of an unexpected, cool little thing there, that he gets to know Rainbow, because after all, we're hoping that Leslie and Jaden will be seeing a lot of each other. So Julianne is home from school now, and so I think she's going to come over here and interact with Rainbow a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. And then one of the things that I have Leslie and Julianne do is to work on Julianne's aspiration requirements, which is to one of her requirements, which is to have her have Julianne read with an adult sim for 2 hours. So that is one of the things that I do work on, and I cut part of it out because I was struggling to actually get the proper interaction going. I could get them to read, but it wasn't counting towards like having a child sim read with an adult, so I had to kind of play around with it a bit, and so I kind of cut that part out of the edited that part out of the video. Trust me, you didn't miss much. It was me trying several attempts and failing several attempts to get the two of them to read together, but I finally did get it figured out, and I did get that trait, that aspiration requirement worked on, although I don't know that I completed it quite yet. I think there's still more for them to do. So apparently Leslie autonomously decided to sit down and play chess by herself, and then Julianne decided she was going to autonomously go to the I want to call it the crafting table. I can't think of what you call it, the little arts and craft table. It kind of showed that for just a brief second, that she had sat down and decided to do some drawing or something like that. I don't remember. And Jaden is still hanging out, although we're kind of ignoring him for the most part now and concentrating on trying to read to Julianne. But Jaden decided he was going to kind of hang out for a while, which is perfectly fine. He's welcome to hang out while we take care of our younger sister and all, and all that. Though, to be honest, I'm not sure how far we're really going to get in Julianne's aspirations, because she actually ages up to a teen in 3 days, or less than 3 days time in game. So yeah, and so we'll be moving on to the next stage of her life, and I will be working on her relationship with Alex, which right now should be in the negative. They're supposed to be kind of like enemies, but not so much enemies, but as children they don't care for each other too much, so Julianne's kind of at that age where it's like, ew, boys, yeah, gross, ugh. And Alex is kind of like the same way, but when she ages up to a teen, we will be working on that relationship. Although I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I might have to go into one of my other families and add him to a family somehow. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out exactly, because Alex and Aaron are, I want to say NPCs or something. So I don't know that they're going to age up. So Julianne will be aging up to a teen, but then Alex will still be a child, as will Aaron. So, and I don't want to add him to our family because that would just be a bit weird. So I may have to go into another family and add them to that family or something to make it work. I don't know. I'll have to, I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but the idea is to have have Julianne and kind of get into a romantic relationship with Alex once she becomes a teen. But I don't know exactly how I'm going to make that happen because, yeah. But, so we'll have to see. My idea may fall short. I hope not. I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to make that all work. Anyway, so this is kind of a cute little interaction with Leslie reading to Julianne. It took me forever to get the interaction to actually work right, but once it did, it was super cute watching the two of them sit together and read. And I don't know where Leslie or Julianne popped off to. She went off somewhere. In order to shorten the video, because when I did the screen record, it was actually like probably a good almost an hour long, and then I kind of edited out like parts of it in order to shorten the video to be kind of 25 minutes, because I figured a 50-minute video, especially when a lot of it is, this is me like pausing and setting up interactions, or the Sim sleeping, or pop-up menus, little pop-up notifications and all kinds of things like that. I figured that was, not something that you guys needed to have to watch in the video, so I ended up editing a lot of it out, which is why sometimes you'll see, Sims kind of jumping from one spot to another. So as soon as Julianne is done reading with Leslie and all that, I'm having her go out there and feed Rainbow and ask him to go potty. And that I did start to have her work on training, work on some commands, but I think I ended up having to quit or delete that interaction, cross that interaction out, because her hunger needs were getting low. So I don't know that I actually ever did have her work on the training, work on the commands for Rainbow, because she really needed to get some food, which was kind of a shame. I wanted to have her work on training Rainbow a bit. I do try to have Julianne work or do as much for Rainbow as she is able to do, because Rainbow is supposed to be her responsibility. The only problem is that I don't think that she can give him a bath, so Leslie ends up having to give Rainbow a bath, but I do have Julianne feed him, ask him to go potty, definitely work on training as much as possible, although Leslie does do her part too, because if she's there and he needs to be taken care of, she does do her part as well, but it is supposed to be Julianne's responsibility mostly to take care of him. And I can't remember. Leslie or Julianne is getting herself a bite to eat right now, and then I think she is possibly going to head to bed. I can't remember. Leslie is over there cleaning the toilet. Julianne is having herself a bite to eat. And then, because she is focused, I do have her working on her homework and getting that done, or mostly done. Leslie is going to get herself, I believe, something to eat now. It looks like she's going to go outside. I thought, for some reason she went outside to eat. And Leslie's still, or Julianne is still eating her food, and then I have her do her homework as soon as she's done eating. So she just gets up from the table where her food is and goes over to where her homework is and works on her homework. And I just went ahead and threw the dishes away so that they didn't have to mess with that. And Leslie is going to come and get her clean out the fridge from the spoiled food. And I think, if I remember correctly, she is going to sit down with Leslie, and I think I have her helping. I think I had Julianne actually ask for help with homework. I don't remember, but I think I had her ask for homework help, and then they're also going to talk and stuff like that. I know it shows up on your screen. You guys can see, if you're, depending on what device you're using to watch this, you can see better than I can. I can't really make out what all these different things say. I can only vaguely make out some of the interaction choices, so it's hard for me to really see what I clicked on when I played the game, which is a slight bit irritating. I won't lie. I wish I could kind of see things a little bit better so I know what's going on when I do the screen record instead of all this guessing work that's going on. But like I've said in the past videos, I do the best I can with what I got. I'm hoping that at some point I will actually be able to work it out to have a computer on my desk that I can actually do both the screen record and the voiceover, everything kind of all together at one time, instead of this back and forth that I'm currently having to deal with. Now, I'm not going to be doing face cam. I'm not going to be messing with any face cams anytime soon, but I'm hoping that at some point I will have an actual computer that's on my desk that has the ability to do kind of like I could do my screen record and record my voice at the same time that I'm playing the game in more or less in real time, that I'm recording it. That way I'll or if nothing else, I'll at least have a bigger screen to work with, so that, and the ability to move the recording notification thing that tells me that I'm recording out of the way, so that I can see what I'm doing and to kind of be able to tell better what's going on. Even if I do the voiceover after the fact, I would be able to hopefully see what I'm doing better and be able, instead of this kind of guessing game that I've got going on right now, which I think will make for, I'm sure it will make for much better videos than what I've got going on right now. And I do want to say, for those of you that are subscribed, that continue to watch my chaotic mess of videos, I greatly appreciate you all, and I greatly appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed and you do enjoy the videos such as they are, please subscribe to my channel. I much appreciate it. I am now trying to get up to 100 subscribers by the end of June. I don't know what I'm at right now, because I know I kind of glanced the other day, but I think it was like 50. I want to say somewhere around 58 or something. I'm not sure. Somewhere between 55 and 60 was where I was at the last time I looked. So I am now working on, or hoping to get up to 100 by the end of, as I said, 100 by the end of June. So we are reaching the tail end of this episode. If you want to catch up on the previous episodes that you might have missed, you can go to my playlist, Let's Play playlist, or I will be putting an end card, whatever you call it, at the end of the video, and you can click on that. Should take you there also. And so anyway, with that said, I will wish you all a wonderful morning, evening, day, wherever, whatever it is, wherever you're at, and we will catch you in the next video. Goodbye.